art of drawing. Drawing is a fundamental skill for all the art forms. If you can draw, you can take your images to an entire new level by adding paint, watercolors, or computer-induced graphics. However, at the base of all art forms lays the only skill one should have mastered, and that is the skill to draw. Drawing teaches you to look at anything, be it a creature, a human, a plant, or an animal, in an entirely different light. Instead of seeing the whole, you learn how to break down your object into shapes and the play of the dark and the light. Because in a pencil drawing, you cannot identify characteristics using color, you are forced to use shapes, shading, and different thickness in lines to create the desired effect. Drawing involves one important tool, and that is to be able to see your objects as an assortment of interacting shapes. Therefore, this book takes you through a step-by-step process in creating these bugs by always starting out with identifying a basic recognizable shape. Finding your own style. Drawing is a creative and meditative diversion. It is important to take time out of the day and just sit and sketch and doodle and hone your drawing skills. Drawing is learned by studying your subject with a critical and a fresh eye. Drawing is also learned by copying other people's work. I know that tracing or plagiarizing someone's bodies is frowned upon, but in the world of drawing it makes a lot of sense, because that is how you learn. Before you can develop your own style, you have to have the skills to put shapes realistically onto paper. Trust me when I say this, but the best method ever is to learn from the masters. That is why a step-by-step book is a valuable tool to learn all you need to know about your object you are studying. With time, your own style will emerge on its own. Everybody has a distinctive personality, and that characteristics will be reflected in the piece of artwork. So you will be surprised that as you follow this step-by-step guide, at the end, your drawing will look similar to the one in the book, but your soul will shine through. A diary with words and images. One of the fun applications of training yourself to sketch and to draw is that you document the world around you. In the time before cameras, cell phones, and technology, scientists relied on their drawing skills to document what they saw. This art form should not be lost in the modern world. I always take a sketchbook on my travels and paint the landscapes, the birds, and the flowers as I see them around me. I add a few words, and I love having this collection to reminisce on the places I've been. The art of keeping a visual journal is a fun way to creatively express yourself and have a very personal account of your travels or your studies of nature. How fun would it be to have your own creepy crawly journal with your own observations and your own thoughts? I think that would be fabulous, and by learning about these critters, you are one step closer to your personal study guide. And hey, how fun could it be to show off your work at the next family function? That brings me to another thought. What if the next picnic in the park turns a little boring? You can just whip out your sketchbook and your pencil and start drawing the world around you. It can pass the time, and you are creating something lasting and beautiful for yourself and others.